Hi,
Recording
Andre.
in progress.
Good to see you. You've managed in so many big games in your managerial career. Where does this one rank a Manchester derby at the Etihad Stadium?
I think it's very difficult to compare. Right now, I'm working here, so this is the biggest game so far, I would say. So I'm really looking forward to it, to play in that stadium in front of our home fans, and also with the position we are as a team right now. Yeah, so it's going to be great, but it's difficult to compare. Every game has its special moment, and of course this one will be will be huge.
You're in great form. They are in good form as well. Only one defeat this season for Manchester United. How much of a threat are they going to be to you if you want to win the Women's Super League this season?
Yeah, they are a great team. I think they have done it very well, both in Champions League but also in the league. So they are definitely going to be in top of the league when to compete about with the other teams that has the thrive to win the league. So they will definitely be a contender to that, definitely.
There's been lots of talk about Jess Park and her form since she's moved to Manchester United. Grace Clinton obviously came the other way. How do you assess her start as a Manchester City player?
Grace Clinton is a great football player. She has had some challenges with injuries, which has of course affected her, but she fits very well into the team. She fits in how we would like to use her and to bring the best out of her as a player. And she enjoys being in the group of the players. I see that in her. But of course, it's tough to change environment, and being injured a lot. Of course, it's affecting her. But I think she's in a good place, and she will continue. She's training well, working hard every day. So I'm not worried about her. Sometimes it takes some time to adjust to a new environment, and she's on her way.
The club announced yesterday that Alex Greenwood has signed a new contract. I just wondered how pleased you are about that news, and what's impressed you most since you started working with Alex?
And of course, I'm very happy. She's our captain. She's a great football player, a great leader, but also a person that always wants to become better, both individually, but also as for the team to become better. So for us, it's a huge thing that she wants to extend, which means that we are doing a lot of good things right now, and she believes in the process and believes in what we would like to do in the coming years. So that's a good statement for her and to us, to the club, and what we would like to do.
And can I just ask you one about the Etihad Stadium itself? We saw the Lionesses play against Brazil here a few weeks ago, and it's been announced as well that the Etihad's going to host games during Euro 2028, including an England game in the men's Euros. Just how great is that for Manchester City and for Manchester to have so much big football come into this stadium?
Yeah, of course. Just to have the Lionesses series, of course, big for women's football in this city. But also, of course, this sometimes the men are playing there, sometimes the women. I think it's good for the feeling also that it's not just the men that is playing there, it's also the women that get the opportunity, also bringing a lot of people to those games. It shows that a lot of things has happened in this city also the last years.
Thank you. George.
Hi, Andre. Hope you're okay.
Hi.
Just wanted to go back to Alex Greenwood. In an interview when she extended her deal, she talked about how you've made her think differently about football, and also the sense of freedom that she thinks that herself and the other players kind of feel now playing for City. It's probably a difficult question, but what sort of things do you feel you've done or the players have reacted to that's made that possible?
Yeah, it's difficult to answer that. Of course, I'm happy that she's saying that, because I think that's something that is the most important thing for a coach, to bring confidence to the players, trust at the same time, but also that it's up to them to make the decisions, as long as they know the frames, what we're aiming for in how we are attacking or defending. so that she feels that it's up to her, and I believe and I trust in her decision making. And I think that if she feels like that, which I hope she does, which she said, but also that other players also feel like that they are so good with the ball, and if we use the players as PlayStation players, I think we will struggle with that. So the players get the opportunity to express themselves, and using their best skills is my biggest task here in my job, to get them released like that.
Massive boost against Everton last weekend to have obviously Lauren Hemp coming back, Grace Clinton back, Rebecca Kinnack, Sydney Lohman all getting minutes. I assume they're all sort of doing okay, have been in the last week, and if they are, hopefully, how much of a massive boost is that ahead of such a massive game?
No, I think it's good for us. Of course, the ones that they coming back is giving the competition of each position in the team bigger, of course, but it's also raising the level in the training session. So when you are more players, the loading becomes a little bit less, because if you are few players in the training session, it's also affecting everything that you do, that you need to be a little bit more careful with how you are loading the other ones, because the amount of repetitions becomes more. So competitions, of course, quality, great players coming back, giving us also opportunities to think how do we want to start the game, but also how would we like to end the game. Yeah, it's great for us.
And all four of those have come through really nicely this week and are in contention, as you say, maybe not to start the game, but potentially end the game.
Yeah, it's definitely something for us to consider. What is the best way of winning this game on Saturday?
Just wondering as well how some of the longer term absentees are kind of doing as well. The likes of, I mean, obviously Alex had a bit of a blow the other week. Mary Fowler, Carolyn, Lily Murphy, are they all progressing well? And is there any chance that any of them are potentially involved at some point this weekend?
No, not at this weekend. I think that they are progressing well, and they are every day working very hard. We have a very good performance team with a backup staff, and they are working very hard every day to help these players to come back as quickly as possible, but especially also making them sustainable for the future. So they are on their way, but we take it when it's time. It's time, and they're progressing in the right direction, definitely.
And just finally, this is obviously a big game in the context of the WSL, how both teams have started, but also a big game for Manchester as a city. So it means a lot to players, fans of both sides. How do you channel that sort of passion and use it to our advantage?
Yeah, I think you cannot take down how big it is. We need to live that and also enjoy it, to play these kind of games, because this is why they started playing football, I would say, to be able to play this and have the opportunity to play it in their club, play a derby on this great stadium in front of their home fans. They need to enjoy it. That will be one of my key messages. There will be a lot of, anyway, the load on them will be tough anyway, but also making sure they enjoy it. But at the same time, they are playing a game. They are not playing the event. So making sure that we are able to do the things that we are supposed to do, and doing that with determination, then I'm sure we'll be definitely fine.
Thanks, Andre. Best of luck this Saturday.
Thank you.
Thanks, George. We'll go to Zoom now. Dan?
Hi, Andre. Hope you're well.
Hi.
I just want to ask what it feels like to be top of the table. It's unusual to see a team other than Chelsea at the top, but does it kind of give the players a little boost at this stage of the season, or does it maybe attract a little bit of pressure, or a little bit of a target on your back?
It should be a boost, and definitely it is. We haven't spoken that much about it. I'm just saying that it shows for us, and it's showing that we are a good team. We have done a great fall this far. But at the same time, we also know that we have only played a certain amount of games. There is quite long, but at the same time, we show that when we are on the highest peak, we definitely are a very, very good football team. But on the other hand, we are also working every day to become a little bit better, because we also know that if we want to be in this position when the league ends, we still have parts that we would like to become better in. And that's what I like with this group also, that they are never satisfied. They are always trying to, when we have evaluation after the games, that no matter how good we have performed, they're always finding things that they would like to become better in. And that thrive and that ambitions is going to make us even better all the time. So yeah, we haven't spoken that much about it.
You talked about being better there. Obviously, you're the top goal scorer in the league, but defensively, it feels like, you know, obviously you haven't got the best defensive record. There's maybe a little bit of area for improvement in that part of your game. So how would you like to kind of develop the defensive side of your game in the coming weeks?
Yeah, definitely. We have considered a little bit too many goals and some chances also. And I think we struggle also in the weekend against Everton, or they were good in exposing us in certain areas. And that's a little bit of the part of creating a lot of chances, which we're doing, but at the same time also preventing the opponent. And we have been working together for 3 months, so we are far ahead in our attacking way, but we still have a couple of things to fix in our defending, and that's very natural in this state of the period and of the season. So I'm not worried about it. We just need to figure out, depending on how we are playing and who we are playing and what kind of structure they have, we need to be a little bit more clinical in the defending, winning a little bit more duels, both on the field but also in our own box, and then I'm sure we'll be fine. So we're working on it.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Andre. Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. We'll go to Anton next.
Hey, Andre. Sorry I can't be there. I'm just wondering, you mentioned about Grace Clinton and her, obviously the little sort of stop-start nature she's had to her Manchester City career and it affecting her. I'm just wondering what that means, because she's such a positive person. I'm just wondering what that means sort of for you every day around the training base.
No, I think it's. I think we all. This is for all these players. It's the life, almost the identity is a football player, and when you're injured, of course it's affecting them, and it's been the same for Grace Clinton. I'm 100% sure that she is, and I know she's been ups and down in her mood, and that is natural. But I think that every day when she's coming to a training session, she is there to show what kind of football player she is, and she's working very hard to become better, to now after her injury also to get fully fit, to be ready to play the games. So it's unfortunately it is like this, that the players that goes through injuries and a little bit of setbacks and so on, that makes them stronger. And it will be the same for Grace, that when she is in a couple of months, when she has gone through this period of changing club and everything, she's going to be a much better football player and also being more resilient to setbacks because she has been there. And I think it's pretty natural it happens. And like I said, it's tough. But I think she's dealing with it in a very good way, communicating a lot, and I think that's an important part from my side also, to never trust believing in her, because I think she's a great player. She will be very important for us already this year, but also in the future. So I need to encourage her to just keep on working, and time will come when she's going to be the key player for us that she will be.
And obviously, it was mentioned briefly about the return of Jess Park this weekend. She's playing so well for Manchester United. Is there any part of you, when you watch her play, you think, oh, it would have been nice to have her in the squad?
Of course, I'm really happy for Jess Park. She needed a new environment, and she's in an environment now where she's having possibility to show her best qualities, and I'm just happy for her. So, but I'm not in a feeling or in a state where I think, oh, we should have kept her. No, that was not the case. We got a great player in Grace Clinton, and Jess Park came to an environment where she can grow and become a better player. We are in a good place, both of us.
Thank you very much. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.